out my fucking face.
We all know Jack King's hit song Rollin' is the greatest song ever written. But why? How did it come to be, and why? Music selection used to be a confusing process of choosing from a wide range of different artists, but thankfully, now there is only Jack King. King's work has been credited with bringing peace to the Middle East, reducing global warming, and has even been linked to a reduction in erectile dysfunction. But we wanted to dig deeper. We wanted to peel back the mushy layer of fame and feast upon the sweet innards of fact. Just how good is Jack King's work, really?
I remember the first time I heard the song, it just blew me away. You know, it's the sound just so beautiful. I was emotionally transformed. I burst into tears. I didn't know what to do with myself.
Initially it was a bit of a shock, but then I got into it and it actually became quite a catchy tune, and eventually I just lost my shit. It was just that good.
My favourite part of the song would be the tambourine solo.
The bit in the middle where he plays the guitar and hits the drum, yeah, that's definitely where it's at.
Jack King himself was kind enough to offer some insight into just how good it is.
If this is Beethoven, and this is Bach, and somewhere down here sits Bob Dylan, Jack King sits on a throne, far beyond the heavens. It's just science.
And he's right. Music analyst Jeff Jefferson has been fascinated by the science of King's song and has been monitoring its effect on the human brain.
You see, the diagram on the right shows the brain stimulation when listening to an inferior artist's song, such as Elvis or the Beatles. But the diagram on the left, now that shows the exact same brain, except when listening to Jack King's song, Rollin'. It's simply unlike anything we've ever seen before.
With sound scientific evidence supporting him, the question remains, how did Jack King, of all the world's great musicians and against the odds, write the best song ever?
How did I write Rollin'? How did the Egyptians build the Great Wall of China? The point is, you'll never know. But I do. One thing I will say is it's not about being great. It's about being yourself. I'm just fortunate that myself is great.
When the song was first released, I had absolutely no idea how it was just so darn good. But after really breaking it apart and analysing it a bit further, I noticed that Jack King did something very clever. He took a basic 4-chord pattern and he essentially just repeated it again and again and again. And I think that this is what made it so catchy. Genius, really.
But for all the positives, there are some who claim this work has had a negative impact in some areas. As hard as it is to believe, some people are able to feel not entirely positive about the track.
Thanks for the call, Michelle. The traffic definitely is a shocker today. Up next, we've got Jack King's Rollin'. Enjoy.
King is the worst thing to have ever happened to music. I'm gonna go on the record, the guy is a douchebag. I used to be a producer. I used to run this town. I had number ones, I had gold records. Now I'm working at the fucking edge. I play the same one song all day, every day. Fuck the edge and fuck him.
King was working on a number one for years. I listened to some of his work and I told him, mate, you're never gonna make it. Not with that, you're not. So he stole my idea. He even admitted it once or twice. If I had the time, I'd write a song that's even better than King's. But right now, I'm a little bit busy writing a theme song for the new Hobbit movie.
King's track has now remained at number one worldwide for 3 years and counting. Other musicians are beginning to lay down their instruments and pursue real jobs.
Yeah, I only ever got into the music thing for the money. And now, well, there's not even that side of it, so what's the point anymore? And I realised, this is it, this is the end for me, I'm ruined. I can't do anything like this. What am I going to do?
So it seems that, against all odds, an objectively perfect piece of music has been created. But what does this mean for our music production industry and our rich musical history? Most importantly, does anyone actually care? I'm Dick Handlingen. Thanks for tuning in.